Yan, so good day everyone. So I think na last meeting we discussed about the effects of recirculation if magkakaroon tayo ng recirculation ng hangin sa outside air. Okay? If yung outside air na buong system is talagay natin recirculation, nag-solve tayo ng mga problems na ganon. And this time, we will consider the use of the bypass system. Okay? So ano ba yung bypass system? So, tingnan natin itong system na to na kung saan tinanggal yung reheating unit. Ano bang kinaganda ng system na ito? Una, it saves power dahil tinanggal natin yung reheater unit. Pangalawa, yung konting lamig na nanggagaling sa conditioned space ay eventually palalamigin initially yung outside air o yung fresh air para sa point 2 at dadaan na siya sa air conditioning unit, konti na lang yung power na kailangan gamitin ng compressor para palamigin yung moist air. Okay? Sa point 3, malamig na yung hangin, which is nasa saturation point na siya. Okay? Sa point 3. Ngayon, para kahit paano painitin yung sobrang lamig na hangin mula sa recirculated air, sa point 5, magkakaroon tayo na tinatawag na bypass air. So ito yung bypass air. Okay? Kasi ito naman, condition air. Ito naman yung recirculated air. Ito naman, syempre, yung point 4, supply air. Diyan nanggagaling yung M sub A natin. Sa condition air, M sub C. Bypass air, M sub B. Recirculated air, M sub R. And the outside air, ito, is a point 1. That is M sub O. That. Okay? Yan lang. So, ang pinagkaiba lang, tinanggal lang natin yung reheating unit, nilagyan natin ng bypass air. Instead na painitin to using a reheater, painitin yung condition air using yung bypass air from the conditioned space. So, i-consider natin yung mixing air so dalawang mixing air na ang na-consider dito. So, itong point na to, pati yung point na to. So, tawagin natin itong point X at tawagin natin itong point Y. So, una natin i-consider yung point Y. Yung 3, 5, and 4. So, dito yung point Y, meron tayong mass of condition air, mass of bypass air, and mass of supply air or mass of air eventually. And by mass balance, M5 plus M3 is equal to M4, or simply MB plus MC is equal to MS or MA, or the mass of supply air. Okay? At syempre, if we divide both sides by the mass of supply air, magkaroon tayo ng ratios, yung X and Y. So yung X, ang tinatawag dyan, the percent of bypass air, and Y is the percentage mass of conditioned air. Okay? Tandaan niyo ang X and Y na yan, ha? Kasi gagamitin natin yan sa pag-solve tayo ng sample problem natin. Then, we have also the mass percentage balance in terms of temperature. So una, yung dew point balance nga, yung dew point ng 5 times X plus dew point ng 3 times Y is equal to dew point ng 4. Tapos yung mass percentage ng dry bulb balance naman in terms of 0.5 plus the Y times dry bulb ng 0.3 is equal to dry bulb ng 0.4. Where X is the percentage mass of bypass air and Y is the percentage mass of conditioned air. So derivable naman to using your energy balance sa enthalpy. In terms of dry bulb basis, yung CPT, and in terms of vapor basis, yung MCB, pero at this time, yung temperature na kinonsider dyan, yung dew point. Okay? But take note, at point 3, ang relative humidity ng point 3 is 100%. Swelp natin. At this point, alam natin, pag 100% yung relative humidity, yung dry bulb ng point 3 ay equal na sa dew point ng point 3. So gagamitin natin itong dalawang equation na to para ma-solve yung required na temperatures. Okay? So yan, so ito naman yung ating cyclometric chart. From process 1 to 2, nagkaroon ng air mixing. From 2 to 3, the moist air is further cooled and dehumidified. And from 3 to 4, nagkaroon ulit ng air mixing ng condition air at bypass air para magkaroon ng supply air. And then from 4 to 5, heating and humidifying to the conditioned space. And also 5 to 1, mixing air. Okay? Yun. I think that's not 5 to 1, 5 to 2. Balik. Air mixing. Kasi dito siya arrow to eh. Okay? Ayan. And this is the problem. The last problem for module 3. A store is to be maintained at 25 degrees Celsius and 50% RH. Has a sensible heat load of 18.90 kilowatts and a latent heat load of 6.30 kilowatts. The system involves the circulation with external bypass air. Outside air is at 32 degrees Celsius dry bulb and 23 degrees Celsius wet bulb temperatures. The conditioned air enters at 17 degrees Celsius. If 30% of the supply air is fresh air, determine nyo, 4 na lang. O di pala to. Letter D. A, the volume flow rate of conditioned air. B, the volume flow rate of bypass air. Full volume flow rate. C, the volume flow rate of supply air in cubic foot per minute. And D, the refrigeration load in tons of refrigeration. Sige. I think, let me unshare my screen. Then, let's proceed sa OneNote kasi mas malaki yung space doon. Ayan, I think kita na. Yan. So yan, so yan yung ating OneNote. So sabi, a store is maintained at 25 degrees Celsius and 50% RS. So ibig sabihin, yung TDP5 is equal to 25 degrees Celsius and yung RH5 natin is equal to 50%. Sabi din, the sensible heat load, yung QS natin is 18.90 kilowatts and the latent heat load, Q sub L, is equal to 6.30 kilowatts. The system involves the circulation with external bypass air. Ito siya, yung system na to. So outside air, so at point 1 is at 32 degrees dry bulb. Sabihin, ang dry bulb temperature at point 1, that is 32 degrees Celsius. And the wet bulb, TWB1, that is at 23 degrees Celsius. The conditioned air enters at 17 degrees Celsius. Okay? So yung conditioned air or yung supply air, so paki ano to, supply air dapat yan, pumasok siya at 17 degrees Celsius. So yun yung TDB po. If 30% of supply air is fresh air, so sabi, 0.30 or 30% ng M supplier, MA natin, kasi dito yung MA mass ng air is outside air. Alamin natin muna yung letter A. Ano ang volume flow rate ng conditioned air? So volume flow rate ng conditioned air, V sub C, which is dito siya sa 0.3. Yun yung volume flow rate ng 0.3. Which also equal to the volume flow rate ng 0.3. Kasi ang units niya ay naka-cubic foot per minute. Okay? Sige, paano yung isosolve yan? So una, tingin ko, dapat alamin muna natin yung values ng ratios ng conditioned air to supply air, yung X, pati ratio ng bypass air to supply air, yung Y. Okay, sige, solve natin yan. So syempre, kailangan natin malaman yung mass ng air. Okay? So bakit malalaman yung mass flow rate ng hangin, ng moist air, or yung mass of dry air, gagamitin natin yung sensible heat load. From QS, so we have sensible heat is simply mass of air, CP ng air, the difference of the dry bulb temperatures, dry bulb at 0.5 minus dry bulb at 0.4. So meron tayong CP ng air, may dry bulb ng 0.5, may dry bulb ng 0.4, may sensible heat load, solvable ang mass of air. So we have 18.90 kilowatts is equal to mass of air, yung hinahanap. CP ng air, 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degree Celsius. Tapos dry bulb at 0.5, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Tapos ang dry bulb temperature ng supply condition is 17 degrees Celsius. So shift solve, ano yung mass flow rate ng hangin? So ang sagot, that is 2 points sa calculator ko, 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Okay? Ayan. So since may mass of air na, kailangan natin kasi masolve yung volume at kailangan natin masolve naman yung parang ano naman tayo, yung W sub 4. Okay? Sige. So, if hindi pa natin alam yung kailangan natin gawin, so punta muna tayo sa mixing air nito. Kasi parang sabi parang ang gulo, 'no? Paano natin malaman kung ano yung mga kailangan natin? Tawagin natin 'tong point A, tawagin natin 'tong point B, okay? So, mixing air at point B, alam natin sa point B magkakaroon ng mixing ng dry bulb. So, una muna, tingnan natin yung dry bulb basis. So, we have X, dry bulb temperature at point 3, plus Y, dry bulb temperature at point 5 is equal to the dry bulb temperature at point 4. Okay? Ayan siya. Also, on the dew point basis, we have X, dew point temperature at point 3, plus Y, dew point temperature at point 5 is equal to the dew point temperature at point 4. But take note, but at RH, point 3 is equal to 100%, alam natin na yung dew point temperature at point 3 ay equal or approximately equal sa dry bulb temperature ng conditioned air. Hence, we can say that TDP3 is equal to dBT3. So yung equation to, if this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, pwede kong palitan yung dew point at point 3 ng dry bulb. Hence, X TDB3 plus Y TDB5 is equal to TDB4. Dito ulit, X TDB3 na siya, plus Y TDP5, the dew point temperature is the dew point temperature at point 4. I-minus natin yan. So, mapapansin natin, magka-cancel tong portion na to. So, matitira dyan is simply Y, dew point dry bulb temperature at point 5 minus the dew point temperature at point 5 is equal to the dry bulb temperature at point 4 minus the dew point temperature at point 4. Hence, ang percentage ng bypass air is simply as a function of temperatures. So you have the dry bulb temperature at point 4 minus the dew point temperature at point 4 over the dry bulb temperature at point 5 minus the dew point temperature at point 5. Sir, kailangan natin kunin yung value ng X. Di ba alam natin na yung percent conditioned air plus percent bypass air is equal to 1. So we have X plus Y is equal to 1. Or simply, X is equal to 1 minus Y. Sige. So, kunin natin yung X and Y values. So, tingnan natin sa ating figure kung ano yung meron na. So, meron ba tayong dry bulb at point 4? Yes. So, wala pa tayong dew point. So, may dry bulb lang tayo ng point 5. So, wala pa tayong dew point ng mga dew points. Okay. So, kunin natin ang TDP4. Ay, TDP5 muna. For the dew point temperature at point 5, so we know that TDP5 is simply Tsat at the vapor pressure at 0.5. So para makuha ang vapor pressure, gagamitin natin yung relative humidity given sa condition space. So 50%, 25 degrees C parang ginamit dyan. At 0.5, the dry bulb temperature at 0.5 is 25 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity at 0.5 is 50%. Diba alam natin yung formula ng relative humidity. So RH is simply at 0.5 the vapor pressure at 0.5 over the saturation pressure at the given dry bulb temperature. Okay. So we have 0.50 is equal to, so sa PB5, so PB5 naman yung hinahanap natin eh. Ano ang PSAT ng 25 degrees Celsius? So tingin tayo sa table 1. So from table 1, we have 3.169 kilopascals. Sige, since solve, ano yung PB5? So for significant figures, so 1.585. 1.585 kilopascal absolute. If may vapor pressure, may vapor pressure na, from table 2 tayo. From table 2, pag-i-interpolate tayo. So we have the pressure and temperature. And we have, ito tayo sa table 2, saturation pressure ng steam table. So at 1.5 kilopascals, we have the saturation temperature of 13.03 degrees Celsius. Then ang hinahanap natin is 1.585. Yun na yung dew point temperature at 0.5. And then also 1.6. So we have 14.02 degrees Celsius. So mode 3.2, regression 5.5. So ang hinahanap natin is 1.585 y-hat. Sige. Mode 3.2. Then i-type natin yung 1.5, 1.6. Then you have 13.03, 14.02, 1.585, 13.87 degrees Celsius. Ang dew point temperature ng 0.5. Hence, TDP5 is simply 13.87 degrees Celsius. Okay na. So, nahanap natin yung dew point temperature ng 0.5. So, sunod naman, yung dew point temperature ng 0.4. For the dew point temperature ng 0.4, we know that from 0.4, at 0.4, we have the dry bulb temperature ng 0.4 ng supply air conditions na 17 degrees Celsius. Also, we can determine W sub 4 using the formula for our latent heat. We know that the latent heat is simply the mass of water or the mass of H2O or vapor that must be evaporated from the conditioned space times the enthalpy of vaporization at 0 degrees Celsius. But take note, yung M sub E is na-derive na natin yan, that is mass of air, tapos yung change in specific humidity, that is W sub 5 minus W sub 4 times HFG at 0 degrees Celsius. Since mayroon tayong latent heat load, mayroon tayong mass of air, ang kailangan natin hanapin is yung W sub 5. For W sub 5, alam natin yan. So, nakuha natin yung PB5 eh. So, we have 0.622 PB5 P sub M minus PB5. If that stages sa problem, wala mong binigay na pressure ng mixture o pressure ng moist air, ang assumption dyan ay atmospheric pressure. So, you have 0.622 vapor pressure ng 0.5, that is 1.585 kilopascals. Then, the pressure of the moist air, the pressure of the mixture, 101.325 kilopascal minus 1.8585. So, ang W sub 5 is simply 0.622. That is 0.009884 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of air. Solve na natin to. So, ang latent heat load, tingnan natin. So, ang latent heat load na binigay is 6.30 kilowatts. Yan. So, we have 6.30 kilowatts. Ang mass of air na na-solve natin kanina is 2.348 kilograms of air per second. So, 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Ang W sub 5, that is 0.009884. Minus W sub 4. Ang assumption ng HFG natin, 2,500 kilojoules per kilogram of vapor. So, ano yung W sub 4? Specific humidity at 0.4. So, ang sagot, that is 0.008811 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of dry air or kilograms of air. Kung nasolve na yung W sub 4, masasolve na rin natin yung vapor pressure at 0.4. We know that W sub 4 also is simply 0.622 PB4 P sub M minus PB4. So we have 0.008811 is simply 0.622 vapor pressure at 0.4 over 101.325 minus the vapor pressure at 0.4. So, by shift solve, ano ang vapor pressure ng 0.4? So, ang vapor pressure ng 0.4, that is 1.415. kilopascals. 1.415 kilopascal absolute. Okay? So kung may vapor pressure ng 0.4 na, punta naman tayo ngayon sa table 2 para makuha yung dew point temperature. So from So from table 2, so we have 1.415 kilopascal. We have the pressure, the temperature. Sige, punta tayo sa table 2 ng steam table. At 1.415 at 1.4 kilopascals, we have 11.98 degrees Celsius. Sa ginahanap is 1.415. Yan yung dew point temperature at 0.4. And then also 1.5 kilopascals. That is 13.03 degrees Celsius. So mode 3.2. So we have, ang kailangan hanapin is 1.415 Y hat. Yan. Sige, mode 3.2. For interpolation yan, 1.4, 1.5, then 11.98, 13.03. So, ang sagot sa aking calculator is 12.14 degrees Celsius. So, ang dew point temperature at 0.4 is simply 12.14 degrees Celsius. Okay? So, kung nasolve na natin yung 0.4 and 0.5, masosolve na natin yung percent ng bypass air for Y. So, we have Y is equal to the dry bulb temperature ng 0.4 minus the dew point temperature ng 0.4 over the dry bulb temperature ng 0.5 minus the dew point temperature ng 0.5. So we have the dry bulb temperature at 0.4, that is 17 degrees Celsius. Sa dew point ka naman, 12.14. Ang dry bulb at 0.5, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Ang dew point at 0.5, that is 13.87 degrees Celsius. So pa-compute 10 times 100, kahit wag muna i-times 100. So 43.67 yung sagot. 0.4367. Or kung percentage naman, 43.67% ng supply air is yung bypass air. Kasi alam natin na yung Y is equal to the mass of bypass air over the mass of supply air. Kumbaga, 43.67% ng buong supply air is naging bypass air siya. Okay? Ay nanggaling sa bypass air. And then also, para malaman yung X value is simply 1 minus Y or 1 minus 0.4367. So yung X naman natin is 0.5633. Ang ibig sabihin niya naman yan, kukumpute naman natin yan, that is 56.33%. Ibig sabihin, sa supply air niya, 56.33% ng supply air ay nanggaling doon sa condition air. Okay? Kasi ang X is simply the mass of condition air over the mass of supply air. Okay? Kung may dot yan, it means flow rate. Okay? So, nasolve natin yung kailangan natin, yung values ng X and Y. So, ang hahanapin naman natin ngayon is yung volume flow rate ng condition air. 0.3. Okay? Sige. Alam natin na ang volume flow rate ng condition air ay manggagaling sa PBMRT. For volume flow rate at 0.3, that is volume of condition air, we have PB, so P sub M minus PB3. Then we have the volume flow rate at 0.3, or the volume flow rate of condition air, is also equal to the mass of condition air, CP ng, hindi pala CP, R ng air, times TdB3 in absolute units. And also we know that the condition air is simply X times mass flow rate ng hangin times R ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.3. Then we have PM minus PB3 volume flow rate of 0.3. Yan. So meron tayong P sub M, may X na tayo, may M na. Ang nawawala natin ngayon, yung dry bulb temperature at 0.3. So, para natin masasolve yan, yung dry bulb temperature 0.3, balitan natin yung first and second equation. Since nasolve na natin yung x and y, masasolve na natin yung dry bulb temperature at 0.3. So, from equation 1, we have x times TdB3 plus y TdB5 is equal to dry bulb temperature at 0.4. So we have yung x natin, that is 0.5633 times dry bulb temperature at 0.3. Plus yung y natin, we have 0.4367. As in dry bulb at temperature at 0.5 natin, that is 25 degrees Celsius, is equal to, ang dry bulb temperature ng 0.4 yung supply condition, that is 17 degrees Celsius. So shift solved, makakuha na natin yung dry bulb temperature at 0.3. Sige. So sa akin, sa calculator ko lumabas is in 4 significant figures, 10.80 degrees Celsius. Okay? Yan ang dry bulb temperature ng 0.3. Okay? Again, yung underline to indicate. Yan. But also, kailangan din natin hanapin yung vapor pressure ng 0.3. Di ba ang vapor pressure, pwede natin makuha sa specific humidity. Pero, pwede natin kunin ang specific humidity ng 0.23 using mass balance in terms of vapor, no? So 0.3, 0.5, 0.4. So sige, i-drawing ulit natin yung mixing air ng 0.3, 0.5, 0.4. So from point B ulit, from point B, so we have this. So we have 0.3, point B, and 0.5, then 0.4. Okay? So syempre, kung in terms of specific humidity, alam natin yan. So we have the mass at 0.3, what is the mass of conditioned air, times W sub 3, plus the mass of bypass air, times W sub 5 is equal to the mass of supply air, W sub 4. But take note, MC is simply X times mass of air, W sub 3. Kasi mass of bypass air naman Y, mass of air, W sub 5 is equal to the mass of air, W sub 4. So magka-cancel out yung mass of air. So matitira dyan is simply X, W sub 3 plus Y, W sub 5 is equal to W sub 4. Okay? So, masasolve na natin yung W sub 3, which is yung requirement para makuha natin yung vapor pressure at 0.3. So, ang tanong dyan, may W sub 5 na ba tayo? Tingnan natin. Raas. So, we have specific humidity at 0.5. Yes, may specific humidity at 0.5. May specific humidity at 0.4. Okay. Solvable na. So, we have may X and Y naman. So, we have X that is 0.5633. Tapos, we have W sub 3 plus Y that is 0.4367. Tapos ang W sub 5 na ginamit sa natin is this 0.00984. 0.009884 is equal to, ang W sub 4 natin is 0.008811. So we have 0.008811. Okay? Sige. Shift solve. So ang sagot, that is W sub 3 is simply 0.007979 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of air. Hence, kunin natin yung vapor pressure at 0.3. So we have W sub 3 is equal to 0.622 PB3, also P sub M minus PB3. So we have 0.007979 is equal to 0.622. The vapor pressure at 0.3 yung hinahanap. And also we have 101.325 minus PB3. Shift solve for vapor pressure at 0.3. So we have 0.00797979. 22x, 101.325 minus x. Shape solved, so we have 1.283 kilopascals. Yan yung vapor pressure at point 3. Although, pwede naman siyang kunin mula sa dry bulb, di ba? From this point, kasi equal din naman sa dew point yan. Pwede mong kunin siya sa table 2 na saturation pressure. Pero kasi para sa akin, mas eksakto pag kinuha mo siya doon sa mass balance by vapor basis dun sa mixing air. Mas gusto ko yung ganitong solution. Although mas mahaba ito, mas accurate to kumpara pag kinuha mo yung saturation pressure ng dry bulb temperature at point 3. Okay? So if na-solve na yung vapor pressure at point 3, I think masasolve na natin yung volume flow rate. So hence, the volume flow rate at point 3 is simply yung P sub M, isolve ko ulit, minus PV3. The volume flow rate at point 3 is equal to X times mass of air, R ng air, times dry bulb temperature at point 3. So P sub M, so we have 101.325 kilopascals minus the vapor pressure at point 3 is 1.283 kilopascals, the volume flow rate at point 3. So ang units pa lang ito ay naka-cubic meter per second. Tapos mamaya, i-convert na lang natin into cubic foot per minute. So we have 0.5633. Yung X nga, yung mass of air natin, that is, sige, makalimutan ko yung mass of air dito. Taas natin. So we have 2.348. 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Tapos ang R ng air natin, 0.28708 kilojoules per kilogram degree Kelvin. Kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. Tapos ang dry bulb temperature at point 3, na-solve natin kanina, 10.80 plus 273 absolute units. So shift solve, ano yung volume flow rate at point 3? So ang volume flow rate at point 3 is simply 1.077 or significant figures cubic meter per second. Let's convert natin yan. So we have 60 seconds, 1 minute. Okay? And also we know that 1 meter is 3.281 feet. Tapos i-raise natin sa cube. Yan. So ano ang volume flow rate ng conditioned air or the volume flow rate at point 3? And that is 2282.4. 2282.4 cubic foot per minute. Yan yung volume flow rate ng conditioned air. Yung pinalamig na hangin. Pagkatapos na mag-flow yung moist air sa cooling coils bago at papunta na siya sa bypass air. Okay? Ayan. So, volume flow rate at point 3, tapos tayo sa letter A. Bigay mo, letter A ang haba, no? Tapos letter B naman, the volume flow rate of bypass air naman. So, volume flow rate ng bypass air, which saan siya? Ito naman yung 0.5. So, ang hinahanap ngayon, yung volume flow rate ng bypass air. Ito. The volume flow rate at 0.5. Okay? And mamaya, yung volume flow rate din ng 0.4. The volume flow rate of supply air. So, A, B, and C. I think madali na lang ito kasi nasolve na natin lahat ng ibang mga properties niya. So, letter B. Ano naman ang volume flow rate ng bypass air or simply yung B sub 5. So, ganoon din, manggagaling din sa PBMRT. We know that P sub M minus PB5, the volume flow rate at 0.5 is simply mass ng bypass air, R ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.5. But take note, this is what? This is in terms of Y naman, times mass ng supply air, R ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.5. Mas kopyahin mo lang. We have P sub M minus PB5, volume flow rate at 0.5. Yan, solved na. Kasi nandiyan na lahat eh. So we have 101.325 minus ano ang vapor pressure ng 0.5. I think sinunod na natin kanina yon. So we have the vapor pressure at 0.5. So we have 1.585 kilopascals. 1.585 kilopascals. And also the volume flow rate at 0.5. Ano yung value ng Y? Sige, tingnan natin ulit sa ating ano. So ang value ng Y is 0.4367. So you have 0.4367. Ang mass ng air, that is 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Ang R ng air is 0.28708 kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. Ang arrival temperature at 0.5, that is 25 degrees Celsius plus 273. In absolute units, ano ang volume flow rate ng 0.5? In terms in cubic meter per second. Kasi ko-convert na lang natin mamaya into cubic foot per minute. So ang sagot, that is 0.8795 cubic meter per second. Convert natin yan. So we have 60 seconds, 1 minute, times 1 meter, 3.281 feet. Slice natin sa cube. So ano yung volume flow rate ng bypass air in cubic foot per minute? We have 1863.8. 1863.8 cubic foot per minute. Okay? So yan yung answer. Yan. So letter C naman, ano naman ang volume flow rate ng supply air? V sub A or simply yung V sub vol. O madali na lang ito. So we have ganoon din sa PBMRT din, we have P sub M minus volume flow rate, vapor pressure at 0.4 as the volume flow rate of air is equal to mass of air na lang, wala nang X and Y. R ng air, the arrival temperature of supply air. Okay? In absolute units. So you have 101.325 minus ano ang vapor pressure ng 0.4. Tingnan natin. Ang vapor pressure ng 0.4 is, wait, ayun, 1.415. 1.415 kilopascals. And then volume flow rate at 0.4. Ang mass of air is 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Ang R ng air is 0.28708 kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. And the arrival temperature is 17 degrees Celsius plus 273 Kelvin. Chip solve, anong volume flow rate ng 0.4? Or the volume flow rate of supply air. So ang sagot, that is 1.957 cubic meter per second. So converting ulit natin, we have 60 seconds, 1 minute. And also, we know that 1 meter is 3.281 feet. Stay natin sa pin. Ano ang volume flow rate ng 0.4? So ang sagot sa calculator ko, that is 4147.3. 4147.3 cubic foot per minute. Yan yung answer sa letter C. Yan, so A, B, C. Yan yung mga ano. Hence, for letter A, yung letter A natin. Then lastly, so okay na tan. So A, B, C, okay na. Letter D na lang. So letter D dapat ito. Ano ang refrigeration load? Ito. So yung heat addition dito. Or heat reject, or tama nga. Heat absorption. Yan. Q sub A. Ayan. Sige. So alam natin, ang Q sub A is simply mass ng conditioned air times yung difference ng enthalpy. Enthalpy ng 0.2 minus enthalpy ng 0.3. Sige. So, na tayo dito. So letter D. ano ang refrigeration load, Q sub A, in tons of refrigeration. So, i-drawing muna natin yung condition air. At syempre, meron itong cooling coils, pwedeng refrigerant, pwedeng chilled water. Yan. Ayan. Tapos, syempre, dadaan dyan at point 2, na siya merong enthalpy at point 2. At syempre, yung init na merong sa hangin ng point 2 ay palalamigin at i-absorb. There's a heat transfer from moist air to the cooling coils. So, yun yung QA niya. Paglabas nga na is mas malamig na siya, yung temperature nga, kaysa sa initial temperature niya. Which is yung temperature ng point 3 or the arrival temperature at point 3. For energy balance, alam na natin yan. So, we know that Q sub A is simply the mass flow rate ng condition air times H2 minus H3. So, isa-isahin natin lahat. So, ang mass of condition air is simply X times mass flow rate ng hangin. So, ito yung problema. Times H2 minus H3. So, ang problema natin dyan, yung H2, kasi bubalik ulit tayo sa air mixing sa let point A. Ito. Ito naman ang i-consider natin. Itong dinadotted lines ko. Okay? 0.125 na mixing. Also, yung H3, I think makukuha na natin yan. So, I think kunin natin yung H3. For enthalpy, specific enthalpy at point 3, sorry, bumaba. Ay, tama lang pala. So, enthalpy ng point 3, for specific enthalpy ng point 3, so we have H3 is CP ng air, dry bulb temperature at point 3, plus W sub 3, HG at TDB3. So, hanapin natin yung HG at TDB3. So, from table 1, so I think alam ko ang TDB3 is at 10.80 degrees Celsius. Ang TDB3 is 10.80 degrees Celsius. So, we have temperature and HG. So, from the saturation table, table 1, we have 10 degrees Celsius, then 10.8, then 11 degrees Celsius. At 10 degrees Celsius, ang HG is saturated vapor enthalpy, specific enthalpy, sorry, is 2519.8. Also, ito yung nahanap, the enthalpy of the specific enthalpy of saturated vapor at point 3. HG at the dry bulb temperature at point 3. And then 11 degrees Celsius, we have 2521.6. By interpolation, 10.8 Y hat. Sa calculator, tinulong ko na sa inyo yun, mode 3.2. I-type ang 10, 11, also 2519.8, and 2521.6. AC, chip stat 5.5. Then i-type ang 10.2. Ano ba? Ay 2521.2. Kung ilan yung decimal places sa given sa table, hindi susundin natin. 2521.24 sa calculator, but this has a 5-digit number, yung HG nga sa steam table, na pinag-interpolate natin, yun yung gagamitin natin. So 2521.2 kilojoules per kilograms of vapor. Hence, ang H3 is simply CP ng air. We have 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degree Celsius. Dry bulb temperature at point 3, that is 10.8 degrees Celsius. Plus, ang W sub 3, that is, hanapin natin. I think nasolve na natin yon. W sub 3 is 0.007979. 0.007979 times the HG, that is 2521.2. Yan. So, ano yung H3? So, you have 1.0062, 10.8 plus 0.007979 times 2.21.2. So, ang sagot, that is 30.98 kilojoules per kilograms of air. Okay? Hindi pa yan kasi may enthalpy at point 2 pa. For enthalpy at point 2, i-consider natin at point A, meron tayong air mixing at point A. So, you have this point A, you have point 1, having a dry bulb temperature at 0.1 at 32 degrees Celsius and the wet bulb temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. And also, we have 0.5 na meron tayong dry bulb temperature at 0.5 na syempre 25 degrees Celsius and yung RH at 0.5 na 50%. So, this is at 0.2. So, para makuha yung enthalpy at 0.2, pwede tayo mag-solve using yung energy balance. So, we know that mass at 0.1 or the mass of outside air, enthalpy at 0.1 plus mass of the recirculated air, enthalpy at 0.5 is equal to the mass of conditioned air, enthalpy at 0.2. But take note, hindi natin alam kung ilang percent yung mass of the recirculated air. We can also use mass balance. So ito yung energy balance niya. Kasi ang binanggit lang naman 30% ng supply air is outside air. By mass balance, we know that the mass of outside air, yung mass at 0.1, ito yun ha. So ito yung mass of outside air, mass of the circulated air, and the mass of conditioned air. Okay? Mass of outside air plus mass of the circulated air is mass of conditioned air. Also, yung mass of outside air, sabi nga daw, that is 30% of supply air. I think 30%, sabi sa problem. Yes, 30% ng supply air is outside air. Solve natin. So you have 0.30 ng supply air is outside air. Plus, mass of the circulated air is equal to the mass of conditioned air, that is X times mass of air. Hence, hence we have mass of the circulated air is equal to X mass of air minus 0.30 ng mass of air. Okay, baba pa natin. At mapapansin nga rin na yung X na yan is simply what? Yun yung percentage ng conditioned air. And that is, ano yung letter X natin? Letter X. So, saan ba yan? Ayun, 0.5633. So you have 0.5633 mass of air minus 0.30 ng mass of air. In short, ang mass of the circulated air is simply 0.5633 minus 0.30, sabihin 0.2633 lang ng mass of air. Okay, yun lang yung na-recirculate. Okay? Yan yung mass of recirculated air. Okay? Sige. So, we can use this equation, tapos ilagay natin dito. Kasi tawagin itong equation 3. And this is our equation 4. From equation 4 to equation 3. Sige. Isa-isa natin yung mga equation para mamaya dire-diretsong solve na tayo. Hence, so we have yung mass of outside air, that is 0.30 ng mass of supply air times enthalpy at 0.1 plus ang mass ng recirculated air, that is 0.2633 mass of air, enthalpy ng 0.5 is equal to the mass of conditioned air, that is X times MA or 0.5633 mass of air times enthalpy at 0.2. So magka-cancel dyan yung mass of flow rate ng dry air o ng supply air condition. So cancel ito, cancel ito, cancel ito. Kaya ang matitira dyan is 0.30 H1 plus 0.2633 H5 is equal to 0.5633 H2. So yan yung equation 5. Sa equation 5, isa-isahin natin yung enthalpy ng 0.1 at enthalpy ng 0.1. So isahin natin na. For enthalpy ng 0.1, we know that enthalpy at 0.1, that is Cp ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.1, the specific humidity at 0.1, Hg at the dry bulb temperature. Specific enthalpy at saturated vapor conditions at dry bulb temperature 1. So, wala tayong W sub 1. At makakuha natin ang specific humidity at 0.1 using its vapor pressure. So, wala rin tayong vapor pressure at 0.1. But take note, binigay dyan ang wet bulb temperature. So, gagamitin natin ngayon yung Carrier's equation. So, we know that PB1 is equal to PBW at 0.1 minus P sub M minus PBW at 0.1, dry bulb temperature at 0.1 minus the wet bulb temperature at 0.1, 546.82 minus 1.44 wet bulb temperature at 0.1. Sige. So, solve natin. So, the vapor pressure at wet bulb conditions, that is the PBW1, that is the vapor pressure at a given wet bulb condition, that is 23 degrees Celsius, so at 2.810. Yun yung PBW1. Minus, ano yung P sub M? We know that 101.325 minus PBW at 0.1, that is 2.810, times the dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 32 degrees Celsius. Its wet bulb would be 23 degrees Celsius, and we have 1546.82 minus 1.44, the wet bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 23 degrees Celsius. Then the vapor pressure at 0.1 is simply, sige, we have 2.224 kilopascals. Hence, solve na natin ang specific humidity niyan. Nasa kabilang linya na lang. We have W sub 1 is what? 0.622 PB1 P sub M minus PB. So we have 0.622, then 2.224 kilopascals, then we have 101.325 minus 2.224. Ano ang W sub 1? So we have 0.622, 2.224, 101.325 minus 2.224. So we have 0.01396 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of air. Yan yung W sub 1, okay? Hence, for H2 naman, for H5 naman, for H1 na pala, for H1, masolve natin yung H1, no? Wala pa pala yung H5. So, H1 is simply 1.0062 CP ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 32 degrees Celsius, a specific humidity at 0.1, that is 0.01396. Then, it's Hg. So, hanapin natin from steam table, table 1, Hg ng 32 degrees Celsius. That is 2559.9. Yan. Ano yung H1? That is 67.93. Tama, 2559.9. 67.93 kilojoules per kilograms of air. So, mayroon tayong enthalpy at 0.1. Sunod naman yung enthalpy at 0.5. For enthalpy ng 0.5, madali na ito kasi nakuha natin yung mga properties nga. So, enthalpy at 0.5, that is CP ng air. Dry bulb temperature at 0.5, as W sub 5, Hg at TDB5. I think at 0.5 is 25 degrees Celsius. So, we have 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degrees Celsius, dry bulb temperature at 0.5, 25 degrees Celsius. Plus, what is the specific humidity of moist air at 0.5? So, we have, I think this is, ito, 0.009884. 0.009884. Tapos, ano yung Hg at 25 degrees Celsius using our steam table, table 1. So, we have 2547.2. 2547.2. Yan. Okay na, malapit na tayo. So we have H5 is equal to that is 50.33 kilojoules per kilogram of air. Okay? Then we can solve now for H2. From equation 5, we have ito equation to. We have 0.30 times yung H1 natin, that's 67.93 plus 0.2633. Then H5 that is 50.33 is equal to 0.5633 H2. Shape solve, ano ang enthalpy at point 2? That is 59.70 kilojoules per kilogram of air. So may H2 na tayo, masolve na natin ang cooling load. Refrigeration load. For the QA, Q sub A is simply X times mass flow rate ng supply air, H2 minus H3. We have the X is what? 0.5633. Ang mass flow rate ng supply air is, natin sa taas, kalimutan ko na naman, 2.348. Haba na solution natin, no? 2.348 kilograms of air per second. Ang enthalpy ng point 2, that is 59.70 kilojoules per kilogram of air. At ang enthalpy ng point 3 is at 30.98 minus 30.98. Yan. Sige. So ano yung Q sub A? 0.33. I think 30.98 ba yung H3? If we check out 30.98 niya. 3.3633. 3.48. 59.70 minus 30.98. Ang sagot that is 37.99. O halos parang 38 na siya. Para sa akin pa na siya. O pwede pa rin ilagay natin 37.99 kilowatts. Halos 40 kilowatts, halos 38 kilowatts na, no? Ayan. Tapos, i-convert natin siya into tons of refrigeration. We know that 1 ton of refrigeration is 3.517 kilowatts. Ayan. So, yan na. I think, patapos na tayo. So, ang final answer natin is 10.80. 10.80 tons of refrigeration. Kumbaga, para palamigin yung moisture na dumadaloy sa system na to, kailangan lang ng at least 10.80 tons. Okay? I think that's it. So ito yung sagot sa letter A, letter B, letter C, and letter D. Let me unshare my screen. Ayan. And thank you.